Now that we've brought some of those hidden tools from our tool drawer, we're going to practice utilizing them. Now I've chosen these tools because they're not the most popular tools in Illustrator, but they do serve a purpose, and I want you to get a little exposure on some of the underrated tools in this program. First tool we're going to use is the Smooth tool, and like the name implies, it kind of just smooths out lines and paths. Sometimes it's very difficult to draw a steady line with your mouse or your trackpad, and so the computer can kind of help you out with this. What I'd like you to do is use the examples provided and try to match the ones that say fix me. So to use the smooth tool, I'm just going to zoom in a little. A quick helpful hint, if you hit Control or Command plus, you can zoom a little closer in. What you want to do is select the object with your selection tool that you're going to edit. Then you're going to go over to the smooth tool that you took out earlier, and you're simply going to click and drag over the line to smooth it out. See, as I click and drag on my mouse, it kind of makes my line from being bumpy to a lot smoother. And I can keep going over the line until I get it as smooth as I want. And I'm going to click and drag with my mouse. So it looks a little more like the example on the top. When you're happy with it, you can leave it. Now the next example, I'd like you to fix the CSH for Comp Sci High. So it looks a little smoother in letters. It's the same idea. Click on a letter, go to the smooth tool, and kind of trace that shape again to smooth out the line so it's not as bumpy. Okay? When you're done with that, you're done with the smooth tool. You can kind of see how it works. The next one is one of my favorite. It's called the Symbol Sprayer tool and panel. So there's a tool called the Symbol Sprayer, and it sprays pre-made symbols or symbols you can create, but we'll get to that another day, on anything on your artboard. There's also a panel that will let you access symbols. So the first thing we're going to need is our symbol panel. I mentioned it the other day, but I'll mention it again. All your panels are under your window menu. So let's go up to window and let's find the word that says symbols. Now once we have the symbols panel open, you're going to see one that says stars. To know the name of something, you can simply hover your mouse right over it. It'll tell you the exact name. So we want the one that says stars activated. You can tell it's activated, it has a black border around it. Next, we want to activate our symbol sprayer tool, which looks like a little can of spray paint. Let's click on that. And now just click and hold your mouse and spray some of these pretty stars all over this night sky. And that's how you use the symbol sprayer tool. Next part is using pucker and bloat tool, two of the tools you brought in earlier. Pucker pulls pixels together towards your cursor, and bloat does the opposite. It pushes it away. So let's practice this. Let's select our shape. Let's go to our pucker tool. If you're not sure which one's which, just hover your mouse. And let's just click once in the center. Okay, if we feel like it's not thin enough, we can click one more time. And now, my example here on the left looks a little bit more like the example on the right. With bloat, we're going to do the same thing. Click our shape, activate our bloat tool, and click on the same location. Okay, now the last section is using graphic styles. It's another panel. So where do I have to go? Well, you guessed it, window, and find graphic styles. Graphic styles are pre-made kind of layouts that you can apply to shapes. First thing you want to do is select your shape. So it's activated. You can tell an object is activated because it has a bounding box or a red box around it. Next thing you want to do is find the one that says bevel soft. So again, to know the name of each one of these, you want to hover your mouse over it. It's the one that's a little gray, and you can click on it. It'll apply the graphic style to your vector. Now it looks like it has a little bit of depth. When you're done, you can save your file, upload this as an Illustrator document to Google Classroom.